Public Access Channel 68.5 proudly presents Men on Television.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards.
And I'm Antoine Merriweather.
And welcome to Men on Television, the show that looks at TV
from a male point of view.
We've taken a look at examples of shows from all 4 networks. First, there was NBC.
It used to stand for nothing but Cosby. Now, you know, they have that new show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, listen, there's nothing fresh about this prince. And it's definitely not the prince I was looking for. I was looking for a purple G-string and some high heels.
Ditto. Then there was Golden Girls. Hated it. Would you tell me who cares about 3 old white heifers in a house?
Next, we go to CBS.
The first show we took a look at was Designing Women.
Hated it.
Now, you know, I don't know who designed these women, but they need to go back to the drawing board.
That's right. If that Delta 747 gets any bigger, they're gonna have to widen the runway, child. I guess that's why they call it CBS, because that's all you see.
BS. Then we have Murder, She Wrote.
Now, this show is always about some old lady running around trying to find out who done it, when it's obvious she ain't done it in a long time. Then we come to ABC, which must stand for Ass Backwards and Countries.
Now, first we had Perfect Strangers. There's a story about 2 men, one a little Greek boy, distantly related but thrown together in a big evil city, living in a cramped apartment, sharing the same house shoes and toothpaste.
I gotta shift my seat. If you ask me, I think that little Becky would be much happier back home with all them sheep.
I just thought I heard a chicken. Next, we come to Roseanne. Hated it.
Now, that's the kind of woman made me switch in the first place.
Ask you something. Doesn't Roseanne remind you of Gerald, you know, from Lacage?
And isn't her husband kin to that Arnold on Green Acres? I don't know.
You know, it seems like they don't know how to make good TV anymore.
I agree.
That's why we decided to review our favorite series from the past, The $6 Million Man. Lee Majors rebuilt from scratch into a bionic hunk of man with a budget of $6 million.
Well, if it was my money, you can guess where $5,999,000 would have went. That's why we're going to give this one the one-time only patty cake snap. Tell a friend. Tell a friend, child.
Call a doctor. I think he needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Hey, man, Man, what you doing, man?
Blaine? Blaine, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. What's up with you? What's these funny clothes about, man?
Man, your hat.
This ain't my hat, man. Get that little thing out of here. Yeah, let's finish this show, Tony.
Well, I don't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
Blaine, are you...
Yeah, I'm all right, man. What's up with you? Let's finish the show. Finish the show.
Okay. Finally, we come to that Sly Fox of a network and their show Married with Children.
Loved
Hated it.
What you talking about hated it, man? That girl is fine. The blonde one with the blonde look like she hiding two midgets, man.
Blonde? Midget?
Cable Access Channel 96 presents Men on Film.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards.
And I'm Antoine Merriweather.
And welcome to
to
Men on Film.
Films.
The show that looks at movies from a guy's point of view.
You mean from a male point of view?
Yeah, males are guys. Guy's point of view. Huh. We have a new sponsor.
Gatorade. It's for that deep down body thirst. Now packed to the brim with natural protein.
Tonight we're gonna look at summer blockbusters. Our first film up is City Slickers.
Oh, this is a film about little Billy Crystal, who finds the real man inside of him by going west and putting on some of those leather chaps and joining in a cattle drive. I love this film. All that dust and perspiration. I got saddle sore just watching it. You want to see?
No. I didn't really pay much attention because once they started with the cows and stuff, I just got into my girl. I had this young lady with me. We was like macking it out and stuff.
Everybody got what they wanted. Billy even got to take home that little calf Norman.
Yeah, I bet they had veal chops that night. Veal, they killed the burger.
Oh, just hush. I could just spank you with a cat of nine tails. Oh, look. There goes Charo.
Where?
Keep looking.
Where?
Keep looking.
Where?
Hello in there. I'm sorry.
Don't do that again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought there was a stink bug on your head.
I'm warning you, Tony. Don't do that again, man. The next film up is Kevin Costner's action-adventure flick, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I felt this film went off the track when cute little Kevin Costner went to save that screwball Maid Marian. The real story was in the dank, dark, moist, moss-strewn thickets of Sherwood Forest. Did these merry men sleep together, play together, bathe together, dry their throbbing muscles off together? Inquiring minds would like to know. And a tip to the producers, when you release the video, let us see more of little Kevin's flaming arrow. Por favor.
You wouldn't happen to be... Nah.
Go ahead, say it.
You're wrong. That's what it is. You wouldn't happen to be wrong. I think Maid Marian was fine. And... Tony, don't get mad, man.
Ow! Ow!
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Next up, Truth or Dare.
Oh, Madonna's tour documentary. My coif for vous, Madonna. I loved this one. I could have spent all night watching those fabulously interesting dancers. Whether to point your toe, don't point your toe. Who knows? I haven't had that much fun since the opening of Paris is Burning. And that little Oliver. You know the Negroid with the blonde hair? Oh, he was riveting. He was riveting. But there's one thing, excuse me? Why don't you just cut free Oliver and admit who you are? Oliver, I dare you, tell the truth, Esperdad.
What's Esperdad?
That's Spanish for isn't it the truth? You know I'm bilingual.
I didn't look at Oliver much, but I think Madonna is pretty hot, and I don't know. I could forget Truth or Dare. I wouldn't see her play Spin the Bottle. You see the way she wrapped her lips around that bottle, man? Yo, she can pop my bottle anytime.
Hello in there.
That's it, man. I'm gonna bust your ass.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought there was daddy long legs on your head. Excuse me.
That's it, man. You want a piece of me? Come on, go for it. Give me your best shot. Give me your best shot. Come on.
Blaine? Blaine? I'm free! He's back! Come on, you remember the crew? He's back! Join us next week. We'll be reviewing Terminator 2 starring Muscle-Bound Arnold Schwarzenegger. This man is a man in the future. Wrap me up, freeze me, and pack me in liquid steel. We're celebrating Blaine's return with a new and improved T2 Snap.
And now, Public Access Television presents Men on Art.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards.
And I'm Antoine Merriweather.
And welcome to Men on Art, the show that looks at great art from the past and present.
From a male point of view.
Yes, the first little piece we'd like to discuss.
Don't forget our sponsor.
What?
Don't forget our new sponsor.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly, that's right. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ben Gay.
I ain't gonna touch it.
Ben did. As I was saying, our first piece we're going to discuss is Rembrandt's The Night Watch. This is so nice to see male bonding. See how they all dressed up with the swords and acting butch, but they still together.
Here.
Our next piece we're going to discuss is Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. Hated it.
Where are Miss Mona's eyebrows? Tell me.
Yes, I think somebody went a little tweezer crazy.
You better stop. Look who's talking.
Oh, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And this little thingy over here, that's Botticelli's Birth of Venus. Hated it.
And now we come to Andy Warhol's portrait of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I wish I was still a blonde.
Yeah, and Dorothy wish she could go back to Kansas. I have just 2 words to describe this. Gorgeous.
I have to disagree. Marilyn was nothing but a slut. I mean, 2 Kennedys and a mafioso, that trash was working overtime.
Oh, you are so wrong. Miss Marilyn was the last true diva. Oh, you know I used to do in my nightclub act, An Evening with the Stars.
With hairy legs.
Now, don't go there.
I'm sorry, Twan. I liked your little nightclub skits.
Did you really like it?
Cross my heart and hope to look like Whoopi Goldberg in my next life.
Well, our next piece is truly a work of art.
Yes, it is.
It's Michelangelo's Statue of David.
Gasp and swoon, I just caught the vapors.
Now, this is art.
Yes, it is. And little David is working that bow tie.
You know that was my idea.
Yes. We're going to have to give this one 2 snaps up in a circle.
I mean, what power, what strength, what a man.
I see why Goliath dropped dead.
Well, it looks like we're just about out of time. Join us next week when we'll be looking at Gainsborough's The Blue Boy.
And this David again.
You better hush. Bye.
And now, Public Access Television presents Men on Books.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards.
And I'm Antoine Mayweather.
And welcome to Men on Books, the show that looks at great literature from the past and present.
From a male point of view. Tonight we have a new sponsor.
Yes, and I'm tickled pink. This show is brought to you by Wang.
Don't they make computers?
Mm-hmm.
Our first classic is a book called Robinson Crusoe. It's all about a story of a white man who suddenly finds himself stranded on a desert island and how he forms a beautiful friendship with a virile yet submissive black man.
The author is Daniel Defoe. Now, if he's anything like that cute little Willem Dafoe, I'll be his Friday, Saturday answer.
Yeah. Our next book is Little Women. Hated it. Then, of course, there's Little Men. Hated it.
Then we have Roughing It. It's a happy tale.
Yes, this is a story about men romping through the wilderness at a time when our country was still open to exploration.
It was written by Samuel Longhorn Clemens, known to most people as Mark Twain.
You know, if I ever had a son, I'd love to name him Longhorn.
If you ever have a son, I'll grow all my hair back.
Oh, you gonna make me read you on Public Access.
Don't get mad. Look, I know who I am. Do you? Come on, show me them little pearlies. Now, that's the Twan I know.
Now we're coming to the last book, which is truly my personal favorite. This one's called Moby Dick.
Open the portholes, there's a man overboard. I get goose pimply just thinking about that big Mr. Moby.
Red light. Excuse me, Mr. Moby is a whale.
I bet he is.
This book gets the yet unheard of Zorro snap.
In Z formation.
You know, I really got wrapped up in this story of men out on the open sea, danger lurking around every corner, and them all snuggle up in them tiny little cabins. Just made me want to hoist my sail and shove off with them.
Me too. I paid top dollar just to be a stowaway in that store.
Oh, ditto. Well, that's our show for tonight.
Yes, join us next time when we'll be reviewing some of Dickens.
Yes, we'll be talking about the classic A Tale of Two Cities.
I hope one of them is San Francisco.
Bye-bye.
And now, Public Access Television Channel 53 presents Men on Vacation.
And welcome to Men on Vacation. Today we'll be reviewing our little European vacation.
From a male point of view, here we are on our last stop on our whirlwind gallivant through Europa.
Wait a minute, we got a new sponsor.
Somebody better check their mail.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Jules, the gum that explodes in your mouth. I bet you just can't chew one.
And who'd want to?
We started our little trip in Greece.
The Greek peoples was so nice.
Yes, they bent over backwards to show us a good time.
Oh, look. Excuse me.
Oh, not you, fish. You go back in the seat.
Yes, sir. Oh, they have another wall banging.
And for monsieur?
Oui, oui. Bottoms up.
Ditto.
Is that little Ricky Schroeder? What's he doing here? Don't let him see me. Who's that with him?
You know, I think that's Erica Strata. Oh, well, anyway. Next, we went to Holland, land of dikes.
Hated it.
And from there, it was on to merry old England. Remember Big Ben?
Oh, how could I forget it? It was so nice of him to show us around the city.
Excuse me, Big Ben was a clock.
Well, we both know what time that was.
You know, it's so chilly out here, my nipples are hard. Then it was just a hop, skip, and a jump onto Gay Paris. But we decided to go back to Greece instead.
And then it was on to Scotland.
You know, I found it to be quite an open society where men are free to explore their feminine side of their nature. All those hairy legs and skirts holding them bagpipes.
Not since the Fire Island Halloween barn dance have I seen so many men in drag. Just a hint, fellas, Platters out this fall.
Our next stop was Sweden, best known for its beautiful buxom blondes.
Hated it. So we went back to Greece.
But it was very sad when we had to leave our soldier buddies behind and travel to our final destination, the French Riviera, which is where we've been ever since.
Oh, yes, and to sum up our little European vacation, we're gonna have to give the whole trip a new and improved around the world and back snap. Tell a friend. Tune in next week when we'll be back in the good old US of A reviewing the new release, Memphis Belle.
It's the story of 10 young men in leather jackets, all sweaty, standing next to each other, and them long, hard bombs crammed together in a little old cockpit.
Well, grease my landing gear. I'm coming in for a landing.
See you next week. Bye.
Cable Access Channel 96 presents Men on Football.
And welcome to Men on Football, the show that looks at football from a male point of view.
That's right. Tonight we're live and uncensored.
That's right, naked to the world. Do you know we have a new sponsor, Wilson Sporting Goods, the official balls of the NFL.
I ain't said a word.
You know, a lot of people were very surprised to hear that we was doing a special football show. But we've been fans of football for many years. I mean, what other game boasts such great names like Dick Butkus?
Or my favorite, Bob Greasy.
Now, isn't he a tight end?
He was. Still, there's a lot of things about this game that could be better, like the uniforms. Hated them.
For instance, you know, I was so disappointed when I found out that those numbers on the back, they were just for identification.
Oh, I know what you mean. The smallest one I saw was 11, and then I saw one that said 78 child. I almost fainted.
You need to stop. And you know, I found that those padded shoulders were just too Joan Crawford.
And speaking of old fish, what about those cheerleaders? Hated them.
I mean, what good are they? Everybody knows that these men just look at each other's for their strength and inspiration to do their best, not some scallop on the sidelines.
I don't understand why they bring them in. And what about this matchup today? The Buffalo Bills against the Washington Redskins.
Oh, yes, it's like playing Cowboys and Indians. Ooh!
Well, tie me up and scout me, but I'd be a lot more entertained if they were playing with the Oilers and Packers.
That's a thought.
Now, what's your favorite play of the game, Twan?
Well, to be truthful, for me, nothing beats that exquisite moment of tension right before the play begins. As the muscular, sweaty football men get down on that line of scrimmage. There they is, eyeball to eyeball. Their breaths is coming out like steam from a big bull's nostrils. I just got 3 words to describe it. Delicious. I'm through.
Uh-oh, I think I just sprung a leak. And speaking of football, let's bring back that Joe Namath. I mean, I'll never forget the time when he put on those pantyhose on national television. It must have taken so much courage for him to come out and say, this is me, this is who I am. Call me Broadway Joe, because that's how I do it, the Broadway.
Time out. Now, you got to reverse that call. Joe Namath is married. Hello?
Well, so is Richard Gere, and you should have seen that gerbil in the wedding dress.
Speaking of flags, Pregunta. Now, I'm very confused about this part of the game. Now, Blaine, we all know what a red flag in the right pocket means. But what does the yellow flag in the left pocket mean?
Oh, I think those are the wide receivers. But there's so much about this game that's so confusing. For instance, why do they stop a play when there's too many men on the field? To me, that's party time.
Because, Blaine, too many men, that's an illegal formation.
Well, if love is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
And you don't know the first thing about football.
And you don't know the first thing about lotion. So anyway,
Oh, you about to seriously work my last good nerve, ain't you?
don't get mad, Twan.
Is that all you?
You can show me how to play. Teach me. Go ahead.
Okay, you have a ball?
I think I have one right here.
Now,
I think I played this one before.
all you have to do is say hi and take the little blue ball and start running.
But isn't that gonna hurt you?
Take the ball, silly. Go ahead, say hi.
Wait a minute. Where's all the men that's supposed to chase me? I don't like this game.
Well, that's our show for this week. But before we go, we'd like to salute all the men playing the Super Bowl with our special Super Bowl snap. 2 snaps
and your backfield low.
Now, join us next week when we're going to review the Olympics. You know, I can't wait to see that little chocolate piece of lightning Carl Lewis doing his thing.
Well, you know why Carl runs so fast. You can run, but you can't hide from your true self, Miss Lewis.
Hello? The books has been read and the library is closed.
Yes, ma'am.
Goodbye.
Cable Access Channel 96 presents Men on Cooking.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards.
And I'm Antoine Merriweather. And welcome to Men's on Cooking. This is the show that look at cooking from a male point of view.
Today's show is brought to you by a brand new sponsor, Dairy Queen. I scream, you scream, we all scream down at the Dairy Queen.
Now today we're gonna make a very special dinner, only for the men.
We're gonna start with special cocktail weenies for hors d'oeuvres.
Well, why do you call them hors d'oeuvres anyway?
Because the hoe gotta eat too.
Ooh. Well, I just love these scrumptious little piggies in a blanket, all hot and steamy, nuzzled up in between two soft buns. Just plumping when you cook them.
And they're bite-sized too.
Yummy.
Now it's time for us to decide on our main dish. I was watching one of them other little shows on TV and they was cooking up some red snapper.
Hated it. That's why we always decided on poultry.
Because nobody loves a little chicken more than we do. So anyways.
Oh, boy. Oh, I got a sudden yen for some beef.
Hi, you must be the new boy.
Yeah,
What's your name?
Richard.
I bet they call you Dick for short.
Now here's our poor, unsuspecting little turkey. He's nubile and young, just sitting there waiting to be dressed. Don't he look precious, all naked and helpless and alone? That reminds me of my first time.
We're gonna start by gently massaging oils into the turkeys.
Don't hurt him.
I'm in love, child. I ain't gonna hurt this bird.
I think someone's done this before.
I think so. And see, now we need to loosen this turkey up by moving his legs around a little bit. Work those turkey legs, little Miss Thing. Work it, in and out.
But what's that do?
Nothing for the turkey, but it gets me woozy.
You crazy.
Oh my, look like somebody already stuffed the turkey. Excuse me, boy. Could you put that in my car, please?
Now the luscious bird is ready to be heated up.
And while you're browning your butterball, you can prepare your vegetable side dish.
You know, other shows would suggest the traditional tossed salad topped with cherry tomatoes. Hated it. I hate everything with the cherry.
I know. Personally, I prefer a stuffed zucchinis.
Now, remember when you selecting your zucchini, you got to squeeze it. Use all your strength. Make sure it's ripe. Then, gently take a knife.
No! Do not touch this zucchini, child. This is so beautiful in its natural state. Boy, would you put this in my car?
Now it's time to select a volunteer from the audience. Let me see. Fish, hemp. How can I help?
Could you pick that up for me, please? Thank you very much. How about some applause?
You know, the perfect way to please your palate is with dessert.
Lady fingers? Hated it. Apple Brown Betty? Hated it.
Ooh, what about nice fresh bananas?
Yummy. And what's whole bananas without something on top of them?
No fun.
That's why fresh whipped cream is mandatory. And we like to whip it ourselves. item is a must-have. Oh, boy. Could you put this in my car?
Oh, that goes in my car.
You jealous little bitch.
Now we have to say goodnight. And it's time to give this meal a very special Chef Boyardee snap.
2 snaps and wipe your mouth. Join us next week when we'll show you how to tenderize your rump roast or jerk your chicken.
I thought we was cooking.
Don't we always? Until then, ciao, ciao, ciao.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. It's raining men.
Public Access Channel 96 presents Men on Fitness.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards. And I'm Antoine Merriweather. And welcome to Men on Fitness. Today's show is brought to you by
Mr. Gulp. The ultimate protein shake.
It's the second highest source of protein around.
But it tastes just like the first.
Now, we have looked at lots of different workout tapes, but none of them really work for us. Like that one, that Cindy Crawford workout.
Hated it. They should have called it Cindy Crawfish.
Then there was Jane Fonda's ultimate workout.
Hated it. Yes, we did. They could have just called that a fish called Fonda.
Then, of course, there was Lil Dick Gregory's diet. You know, I always do what Dick say.
I think you're supposed to.
Now, before you begin your workout, you always got to have you a good stretch. Go on, Blaine, show them.
That's right. Most people don't know how important the neck is in fitness. So we're going to begin by doing some neck stretches. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5.
Blaine, why you keep looking to the side?
Because you got to make sure ain't nobody coming up behind me.
Now it's time to move to the bench press. Now, weightlifting can be very dangerous. That's why you always got to have you a spot. Garçon. Ooh, I got just 5 words to describe that. Spunk-delicious.
I need to get me one of these spots for my bedroom.
Now, the bench press really is for to build up your upper body muscles, making them ripple with all your strength. Okay, Serge, go ahead and spot him.
You know, the view up from here is heavenly.
Come on, Blaine, use all your strength. Go ahead.
Come on. Spielberg, come on.
I'm flaming. Get it off me.
Could you put this in my car, please? Gee, I am parched.
You know, it's always good to replenish all your fluids any way you can. A water boy.
Please, sir, I'd like some more.
Would be complete without working.
The gluteus maximus.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Come on, boys. Okay. So what you want to do first is warm up the buttocks muscles. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Double time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and release.
Woo! Now, come on, everyone. Down on your knees.
Down on your knees. We've been there, done that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Double time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and release. Okay, everybody down to the other side. I love this. I'm in control. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Double time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and release. Okay, and you always want to end with a great big old stretch.
Why we always in like this?
I don't know, but it's great for ventilation. Just breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And that's it. Yay!
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, boys.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Join us next week when we'll be showing you more exercises for...
What else? The gluteus maximus.
Here, here. I think this workout deserves 2 snaps
and a Bobby Brown. Until next time, bye-bye. Race you to the showers.
Oh, I think I
It's
pulled that.
ready.